Sharp soldiers all.
They comprised the most elite unit of the military until Luis's secession. Now...
I don't see Luis, those brothers, or that songstress. But this many people here means the runner's got to be all but empty.
Shh, they're here.
Glad you made it. Could stand to loosen up a little, though. What's got you lot so wound up?
Well, you have to admit, the assembled company is more than a little intimidating.
You'll get used to that. You'll have to if you want to survive. Hey, pup.
Oh. Where's that Ishkia man? The lanky old chap with the glasses.
He's keeping watch over our gauntlet runner.
What? Don't feel safe leaving your gauntlet runner empty?
I don't see that songstress, Juna. Is she not coming?
Ah, she's under the weather. Poor girl went and lost her voice. Not many others could refuse an invitation from Lord Luis, and...
You're looking forward to having another chat with her, eh? What a shame. Zell got a bit droopy about missing her, too.
God's sake, Baz, belt up.
There he is!
I'm glad you could make it.
Thank you for inviting.
Please, enjoy yourselves. Now, while the drinks in their cups have yet to reach their heads... Friends, today we welcome a most emboldening addition to our ranks. Doubtless you've heard of the young candidate who brought great shame to Sanctifex Forden. Before you stands the young man himself. Indeed, I was much surprised to learn he brought that sanctuarist forward with the intent of winning my regard. Now, let us greet our new allies with warmth.
If my sword will be of use.
It's your life on the line.
Don't go losing it to...
The rest of the night is yours to drink in.
Go. We'll take care of them.
Hey, new boy. Slow down. Wouldn't be wise to snub a ranking officer now, would it?
Well, look who it is. The only blowhard who showed up to the competition with a head smaller than his own.
You little red-eyed! You want to say that again? All right.
All right. Look. Ah! Ugh.
Stop!
Yes. Oi!
Yeah! No way! Oh, God.
Now we just keep up the charade as long.
Might I have a moment, please?
Stroll, if I remember. I've heard you're a titled noble. Yet you stand...
I stand with a candidate who's proven... Besides, I'm a noble in lineage. Where are you from? Have you heard of a village called...
Certainly. It was the first village to be destroyed by the human men.
Only because help never came. Are the rumors true that...
That is true.
But why?
To save this country.
Stroll!
The Fool King and the fossils of the Sanctus Church refused to face the threat looming over this country. An adequately dramatic demonstration was... They say you could see Halia burning as far as the palace battlements. Confronted with that balefire, those old men could no longer deny the human threat.
Your balefire cost...
Do I offend you? Are you repulsed? The natural blessings you enjoyed are not infinite. Few have the luxury of living with no need to struggle and harm just to survive. But our nation would have you believe such hardship is born of moral weakness. So the punished are punished further. They die in silence like it defies reason. All people deserve the chance to fight for their lives with their lives. Some will fall, some will triumph, and therein is true equality forged. I am not one to stand idly by as history has wrought. All their sacrifices, a valuable conversation.
Strode.
Humblest apologies.
No worries. Truth told, I'd take him over the sycophants.
That brat's nowhere to be seen. He could... Let's go have a look around, Hector.
What?
Oi!
Oh no! Oh no!
Phew! Close one. What was that? Whoa! What's going on? That soldier from earlier was freaking out about some effect from a magla crystal. That helped a lot. Ow. What do we do? But... what do we do? Hang on! What do we do? Huh? Did you? Hmm? Here we go. Gangway! I knew it! No! This isn't happening!
Do not forswear.
Okay. Here we go. Gangway!
Do not forswear.
Okay? Here we go. Gangway! I knew it! Look at you! Ah! Look at that! All right! This is no good. Ah! Ah! Whew. And yet... Let's hurry. Okay?
What now?
No good. Look. Check this out. Incredible. Huh. This? Huh? Look! But why would Luis?
He probably just happened to find a copy.
You think Luis is actually reading this? Wait, in there! Yes, magic formulas! Which one?
What are you doing here?
I got...
You're a
Hey, didn't you just come out of the storage room?
You're that fairy from before. Count Luis.
Hey, didn't I hear you had a sore throat or something? You snuck in this room last time too, didn't you?
So, remember how I said I'd keep my eyes...
Hey,
I don't suppose we could keep my little investigation secret. I'll keep...
I don't plan on ratting you out.
I do love it. So, your little cohort cases the place first, leaving you to slink it.
Hey, I'm not just a little cohort.
Gallica. Wait, does this mean... Someone's coming?
Well, well. The occupant's absent, but the door...
There's no use hiding. This is quite a turn-up, isn't it? And when he hears it from me...
Everything's falling apart. I think he's gone. If he'd stayed, he could have trapped us here. I'll take care of this. Just listen close and act fast. I knew it. We both know what you're here for, right? Who? Let's survive now. Talk later. She told us to run. But...
Your attention!
Assembled comrades, let us speak of the old vulture's last grasp at power. It hardly bears saying that the competition is a farce. It is a transparent conceit of the Sanctus Church orchestrated to win Forden the throne. For all who bristle at their hubris, and indeed for the sake of the public. And it shall be done by my hand. I hereby announce my formal entry.
But my lord, Forden would surely never allow you to enter the race midstream.
Why would I? The late king's decree was that the crown would go to whoever had won the people's trust, not whoever indulged the church's sideshow. I will enter at my leisure. Should he deny me, Forden will be rightly denounced as the coward he is, and lose the nation's faith. Then all will... For all that we believe, and all that we have proven, we shall...
We got one sanctuary strung up.
He's entering the
Even knowing it was rigged, there's still a lot he could get out of it. He's just been biding his...
Unfortunately, I am told we have a rat in our midst, sniffing for more... Wretched rat, if you stand among us tonight, you may tell your master this. I will neither run nor hide. If you think you can stop the rule of power, then...
Luis!
Go and see who is absent from the swap.
On it.
They're going outside.
Not good. They're bound to check the gauntlet runner. We've got no choice but to chase and stop.
Oi, new bloke. Didn't hear you shouting Count Luis's name loud.
Out of...
At this rate...
Hey, Del! The Caradrius is airborne!
What? Why? You hear anything about a takeoff today?
With its owner out? Impossible. The rat's behind this. Do you know what's been on my mind? I want to know who took out. Wouldn't catch me dead sharing drinks with him, but he weren't some half-wit. If it was the kid...
Think the rat nipped him too?
Lord Luis has plenty of new friends hanging about. I wouldn't be surprised if some think they're clever. And me, I'd start with those stooges who cast all their magic without igniters.
Whoa, Del,
Secure the perimeter. Anyone so much as blinks the orders to...
Whoa, Del...
This is no good. Hurry!
What now?
Ready? Mm-hmm. Was that? Mm-hmm. told you to run.
Behave now. I'd hate to You know, I didn't expect you to actually bother to come. The songbird baited the trap. I suppose that settles it. The rats were working together. Time and time again, you dragged my name through the mud. And now look who's the traitor, Hector!
Hector? Wait, that animal's been corrupted by melancholy. Gladel, why did you hide such an amazing...
What? Don't you dare, patron! You think I don't realize it? I'm not strong, I'm no towering Basant war hero. All I've got is my wits, damn you! How could I win a rigged game but through
foul?
And now, I'll wipe those arrogant smiles off their faces. I should be the man being... And yet every time, I watch them surpass me in everything I did. That bastard Luis included. They've been thorn after bloody thorn in my side, but that all ends today. I'll offer you up on a silver platter, and one day, the world will...
Oh my.
I told you to shut your damn... Go, Hector! Don't move. Go unless you'd rather see her pretty little...
What do we do? If we're not careful about this, Juna might...
Spectac! Get them!
No. Isn't there anything we can do?
You like...
You let your dog do your fighting. You're such a disgrace. He has no pets here. So what's the matter? Are you too scared to fight him alone?
A duel? Have it your way. Come then, we'll do this right. I am Gladel, and you will kneel before me as your king. So, who are you to me?
I am the one who would save this country!
Well, that worked better than I expected.
This is bad. That guy is near the top of the candidate rankings. That means the royal magic will make him invincible to us.
You have the right of it. You fell for it. She brought you straight to me. Now I have you, and I'll ensure your suffering is long and painful. But see reason. Juna, if you take my side, I might be persuaded to spare you. Am I not worthy of your affection? I'm more of a man than that bastard Luis could ever be!
Over my dead body! I am Juani's Cygnus. I am no one's trinket. My life is my own to protect, and I will accept nothing less! What? It worked? Well, you're not invincible!
Damn you! What's going on here?
Let me help. Your powers have intrigued me from the start. You and your friends. You call it an archetype, right?
What?
I thought as much. Surprising, though. I'd written them off as a myth. Not even my sister got close. Still, now that I've seen their power a few times, maybe I can do it myself.
Very well, O Lodestar, who wanders in sorrow. O thou anguished traveler who hath borne the weight of parting from the start. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken!
Look at me! What you see now is my commitment to my song! Behold, my voice rises from the depths of my heart!
How does she have the same power? She's just a damn singer!
Never underestimate a singer! Every song is a burden, the weight of a lifetime. I have sung 1,000 songs. I've known their power my whole life. Whereas all you've ever been is a lackey. My music is lost on you. Listen and learn!
Do it! Chew them up! Tear them limb from bloody limb!
I see. So this is the power of an archetype. All it takes is a change of mask, and I can be whatever I want. Poetic, really? Especially for me. That's just as well. You can lend me your
This isn't the kind of thing you can just imitate.
Not much. It's now. I hope you've had your fun, because you're about to pay for it in...
Shut up! Just shut up! I'll crush you with my own hands!
A duel, then. You...
Fine. He wants a brutal fight, and he's about to get one. Let's give him hell! Gale! Hit their weakness! Don't let him
Death to all traitors!
Scour! Hit their weakness!
This'll be over.
I
call upon a royal soul!
Merchant! Wind! Hector! Die already!
Now for a grand maneuver!
You can do this!
Might as well put some effort in this.
I won't hold back! Merchant! Scour!
Don't. This is just what I need! Burn!
You bastard! By this power!
I call upon a royal soul! Howling wind!
Let's go! Wind! Still here?
Behold this power!
You're right.
Stubborn, eh?
Dodge, Juna!
Merchant! Ah! Oh, that hurt!
I give. Please. I'll not say a word.
What do we do? If we let him... But killing him would give us a lot to explain.
Idiots! It's the oldest Why? What's happening? No. I'm the future king. I can't breathe.
Is he dead?
What the hell?
Dead?
No! He's the one who attacked us!
That the truth of it?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have gotten in with all the confusion of takeoff, I suppose.
Right? And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could hardly believe our eyes.
Oh, well, you know me and my indulgences, boys. Perhaps I got a bit carried away, but we're in Brilehaven. I simply...
You having a laugh?
Anyway, then Gladel went from crass to violent.
Yes.
Right!
Crikey, Lady Juna, I'm sorry.
Hold on. You were supposed to be at the soiree.
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidel.
Well,
Suppose that means the rat was Glod. Lord Louis said we got a traitor in our midst is all. We came by thinking to catch him.
Is that so? Well, hadn't you better report back?
your throat all better then, Lady Juna?
My... Ah, yes. Much better.
He,
If you'd come a bit earlier, I might have asked you to do it.
Really? Odd.
Anyway, I'd say this bears reporting. Let's leave the guards to their...
Yeesh, looks good.
So Gladel was our rat.
Afraid so.
The two of them were the only ones who'd left the soiree early. Sounds like Gladel overstepped and...
Or it could have been the other way.
Too right. Dead can't speak after all, and we've no...
Now hold on.
Gladel was a right prolific candidate. We know the king's magic protected him. Their story goes that he attacked them and got petrified to death for it. The boy'd have to have the stand-in for it.
That fact is no longer in... I received a report a short while ago. They say your face has emerged on the King's Rock. It appears your stunt with the Sanctoress earned you some renown.
Hey, good for you, pup.
And that's how the magic got to Gladel.
One wonders what you stopped Gladel from doing.
Who knows? We were hardly in a position to act.
wonder if he was on old Forden's payroll.
Nah. He'd been at that monk Godot's neck since the race had barely started. Tried to snuff him out in the wilds, too, not anywhere he'd...
No matter. Forden has been kind enough to whip the people into a frenzy over this race. I'll step in and reap what he's so great. From here on, you will serve as my eyes and ears.
Understood.
Let us see what scheme Forden devises for the next task.
Oh, and with Gladel out with the rubbish,
Are you serious?
Is it so strange? He does have his own gauntlet runner. In fact, I'd better go make sure it's up to my standard.
Let her do as she pleases.
Gladel was an ambitious man, yeah, but is that enough to justify...
All right.
Sorry for barging in. A bit late for introductions, I expect. What? You haven't told them about me yet?
I can't tell them what you haven't told me.
So, can I assume that you are one of us?
I think you and I were after the same thing in old Luis's room.
Don't tell me you're the other...
Grius. Is he the one who died at the Grand Cathedral? But I understand the objective well enough. The curse on His Highness the Prince can't be lifted by conventional methods. So...
I see. So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation?
Ever since the King's magic made it impossible to kill Luis, I've been ready to meet up with a new contact. I just wasn't. If I hadn't learnt the fairy messenger's name was Gallica, I'd never have realized.
I'm pretty shocked myself. I never figured the big famous songstress would be on Earth.
His lady love. God, no. I wouldn't be caught. No. Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear, with no room for messier entanglement.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to these lengths when you've so much to...
At first, it was just coincidence. I tend to find myself in honored company, and I happened to be around where a resistance operative was doing a spot.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
What? No. Quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just... A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences. This seemed like a chance for a once-in-a-lifetime... And nobody else had a plausible way or reason to get close to Luis.
All that just so you could grow as a singer? You really...
I know what I put my life on the line for, that's all. You all have something like that, don't you? A devotion...
Ha! The girl's bold as brass! No wonder she's got all the crown's subjects by the heartstrings.
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. A Nydia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people to understand why. Singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single soul, I'd take that over 1,000 of the church's accolades. Well, anyhow, that's what's going on with me. I'll stick close to Luis for now so he doesn't start suspecting anything.
Sure.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to... Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
Well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first, but it's gone surprisingly smooth. I'll do my best to help too. Gotta get back on track. Anyway... Oh, right! Let's decipher the formula we found.
Do we even know anyone who can read the blasted thing? I love a good blueprint, but this...
Actually, Grius's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems like he had it in mind to bring it to her.
Rella? The girl they call the...
Saint Rella. Indeed. After the attack on His Highness, we sent for the kingdom's best healer. It was she who answered our summons, and she who saved his...
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over 10 years ago.
Rella was a prodigal talent. One of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed her teacher.
Wait,
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to her work at the royal capital. We couldn't manage such a
Well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put us out. We'll just pip over with a bit of magic. No,
there are some conditions, but we could travel in...
Well, no sense waiting. Right. Or...
You actually... Wait, how did...
Don't shout in the streets.
How can I not? Do you know...
Hey, look,
It is! It's the lady
The price of fame. If word gets...
Rella works at the church on Main Street.
You know your way around.
Wait, this Rella's a world-class...
Is that
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat, often reserved for the nobility. I'd have expected Saint Rella to serve the court only.
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk, then I suppose she really has earned her saintly title.
Come on!
What do you make of all this, Captain? If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims.
We'll just have to trust her.
You're right. And if it's misplaced...
If you say so.
Proper aces. I can't be stupendous. Close your eyes.
Oh, God.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello, how can I help you? Juna!
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Ugh, social climb. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that...
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on!
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As His Royal Guard, Then, surely, the man who penned this was Louis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Louise. You're a holy woman, so...
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, right.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Louise had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Joanni Cygnus.
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but...
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are... enduring. As long as the magic's source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the cast.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
What?
I'm sorry I couldn't be...
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
Of course.
Thank you. She can be reckless. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome.
The curse is
Did I miss a funeral?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now...
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the King's magic works every time.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic art.
Still, we have. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get...
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to...
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate the...
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess...
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You...
Right.
Well, no point getting reckless now. By the way, what have you been doing all this?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitate. But then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any valid point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though, and got myself all crunched up in... I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence when they told me I was to be demoted.
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the Gauntlet Runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts.
So?
What now?
Nice!
You can trust in me.
Leave it to me.
Really? Really?
Sure.
Good night. Oh. Good. What's the matter?
Something on your mind?
No, once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella. You know, I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Louis. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister, and you personally saved me from danger back. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? What's it like? The prevailing culture of the world. No faith, fealty, or philosophy. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. Oh, how inspiring. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could. We, Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So this form, or not. No, I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal it, but you should always have if these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can... I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. In first place, the undisputed winner. And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain.
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis...
Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we the lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant humans...
Right! Wasn't expecting that one.
Nameless to famous in a single night. Just...
Oi, crier man. Where's the windbag? The one what act...
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign...
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Russo.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've arisen some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them...
Now, here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from... well, Verga up...
A pagan island, but they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could come...
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next And that's the bell! Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne. First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juno this...
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their recovering and offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely...
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the... You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject Sanctism. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just... It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of Sanctism, Altaberry Heights, in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland,
By the deadline of the second round, this two-day event kicks off on Saints, and this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection. To celebrate, the songstress Juno will be dedicating a ceremonial song. Now, ladies and gents...
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder! They would steal our very culture!
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, We're bound for Alterbury. It's further east. We've a long...
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the more...
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too.
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over. We're back. Look.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this guy.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line.
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival?
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctists.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with the god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his faith. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated?
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodios.
Dracodios. The Draco...
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with their...
You certainly are attached to them.
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy...
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as... May we both find success...
All right.
What?
Well met, eh?
All right, then. Where to?
I'm just...
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
Huh? Huh? Okay, so...
All right, then.
Let's go! Young man.
Oh. Right. Wonderful.
Young man! Young man!
Hey, mister!
Well
Whoa.
met, eh?
Check this out.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland.
Excuse me?
What? Never seen a pagan before?
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often...
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing, with powers like that.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression.
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the... Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism...
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be
So that's why you're in this
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over.
What do you mean?
No ship would carry you there, among the first of many reasons. Even so, it's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality.
Well, sounds like Draco Dios is on... Is there really no ship passage there?
Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark...
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first, and then loop back to Ver...
Then let's bally well conquer this inland sea ours. Ha ha ha! Don't worry.
You worried about Lady... Actually asking this time, not just...
Shut up.
Tell.
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of... Look, the whole Gladel mess,
Then let's go with them, yeah? You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail, Matt?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite... After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about mob...
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh?
The man has a...
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need...
Oh, right! Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster up.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them.
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to... Or do you have a problem?
Rather. We're running short on bed.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody...
Looks like we're crewmates then. Nothing like a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They probably still suspect it.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
All right, then. Where to?
Well, now, eh? Now what am I to do? Fancy a look?
Young man! Young man!
Welcome.
Let's not.
Wonderful.
Hey!
Ah, you've come.
Thank you kindly.
Greeting. Well then.
Can we talk?
Young man.
Welcome.
Young man.
time.
All right then.
Wonderful.
Young man! Young man!
Well met, eh?
Ready to depart?
Verga Island is this spot right here. Oh.
Ha-ha! Tally-ho, then!
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master at the helm, my dear.
Verga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the Church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the Crown theocracy.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers' seat. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a
As for this dragon god's lance...
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah? Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you to.
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre.
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Ladies and gent, the elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island.
Is he all right? They say the waters are
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again.
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try plowing straight through the inner sea.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from...
The Verga Island's infamous people. Treacherous! Even the Crown theocracy struggled with them for years, so how will this shake out?
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Verga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
Nira speaking.
All right, then.
Let's go.
All right.
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface, the Gauntlet Runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their Gauntlet Runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Oh.
Oh my.
All right.
But...
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, goodness. Sure.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
Come look at this!
The Gauntlet, it is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops, still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people.
Incredible!
Well...
Boy,
That...
Enough.
That is well. I see.
Let's go.
All right.
Here.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hour.
What terrible rain. Twill be a storm soon enough.
Let's do it better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster.
Did we hit a rock out there or something?
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest. Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one empty.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the... They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares. They've risked their lives for mine, Count. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujief is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What?
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
Everyone's life stories.
Indeed. Talking about how I dislike the Paripus.
You and the rest of the world. Or do you think you're special?
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with him? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glottel was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Still, I had to make sure. See for myself whether Lady June...
Come on, you two.
Ah! Something's out there! Look outside! It's a
What's happening?
Our prep. What is that thing?
The hell are you doing? This supposed to be you helping those in need. Oi, Del!
Now! Hurry!
You alright, Del? You realize this changes nothing. We're still...
Is that a human?
Don't charge straight at it. We've got the arms. We'll clear him out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it.
Yeah! Come on over here!
Now's our chance!
We'll slice up some more of the bastard's legs, stick to the body, and take out what limbs you can. I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked! Can we get those giant legs off us? I'll leave this to
My
you.
turn. Witness our strength.
Coordination is
Critical
key!
hit! Hype's a real ace!
In the samurai! Let's do this!
Forward!
You will taste justice!
Observe the enemy.
Let us fight as one!
I stand waiting.
I see your flame.
Now that's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisman! If we can take out some legs, that'll
set it
be
up.
attack to deal with, right?
Maybe it's merchant!
Let us hidden art. Some darker arts.
I shall fight. I call upon royal power within!
Look here.
Okay? Gotta heal up!
This is
Throw hurt bad! Come! Anyone get on healing duty!
I will not let you die.
That helped.
Stroll can't
okay.
take any more!
We can do this.
Someone heal him!
Hold.
We'll do this together!
No, this won't work. Take it.
quite a boon.
Stroll's
You
been
think
hit with a
yourself
sickness.
equal? On me, we go
Trouble
together.
can weaken.
No, hidden art. This doesn't feel right. I was saving this.
My thanks. Give me your aid! I call the lightning!
Not bad, eh?
Not bad at all.
Nice.
Excellent.
Tremble before me.
We overcame it somehow.
I can't believe this. There are still monsters out here.
Either he lied, or he didn't know.
Oh, first time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans. And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Well, I picked it up from him. You know I've a knack for improvising, love. But we'd never have gotten through this without you two helping us. You too, Fidelia.
Don't mention it. Wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but...
Blast! We're dipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy and...
Hold on, we're sinking! You've got to be kidding!
Bail the water! You two, help us! What? You can't just order us... Oh, this bloody rust bucket!
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
You're right. Come on!
Let's not. All right, then.
Let's go!
All right, then.
Let's go!
All right, then. Let's head there right away.
Oh? Got a second? Thanks. The truth is... Well...
Got it.
Yeah. But... Hey! Hey!
What?
Oh?
Hey.
I'm sorry. Look at this! Bye.
As the clear surface, the party gets a good night's rest, grateful for...
What to pick?
It's time.
Well met.
Well then, true.
Good.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis has sent an emissary to Verga Island.
As reported by a crier. It's the
So he stands with Luis.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a pride... Laughable. The reason we leave... Your Eminence?
Merely...
Let him chase the lance. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshaken.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in... The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and
I am aware, Your Eminence.
Oh-ho!
Then...
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the inland sea to their destination, Verga Island. Verga is a word given to the island by the mainland. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this, as though it knows it is unwelcome, the Gauntlet Runner glides silent.
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
All my air fur is...
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over the...
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise.
It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean and all. The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs.
Who's that? Are you from the outside?
What's wrong?
I thought I heard a voice.
A voice?
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this lance?
Ideally, we blend in with the locals, gather information. But let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observe.
Sounds like a right hassle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altabury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by...
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken... Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit.
What I give for a snack.
Need you voice every little complaint.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open...
What? Really? Phew.
Whoa! It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt
Hold
off me.
on.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the dragon god.
Is something amiss?
I'm imagining things.
be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
Hey, Del, let's go.
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
Behave yourselves. Now, you're here to steal Dracodios, no doubt. We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Fastest trial I've had.
Calm down. First off, you can't...
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate.
What do we do now?
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps?
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out instead of counting on them.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance?
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't, Well, fancy meeting you here.
You're that Sanctus Christ.
I was hoping the word of the Crown Theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, they prefer chains to question.
But why are you here?
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate crossed the waters of Verga Island. I'd thought stowing away on that Mustari candidate ship might get me safely on the island.
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous!
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really... For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here... well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm.
Master Adeni.
There are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us.
Master Adeni, put... Wait. Our captives have done...
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease. Our seas are infested with grotesque horrors. And now, even the Dragon God must be... It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the Dragon God.
Everyone calm down.
Master Adeni, would you see us with all respect? You abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Because of your indecision. Because you faltered in your faith.
I will have silence.
Master Adeni, please. The sacrifice.
My brother, do not fear. I have just purified myself at the spring.
Yufa.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be, indeed, it brings me great pride if our island might...
Oh, bless you, Priestess you. This will surely appease the... Priestess you...
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple? I did a bit of reading on Virga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a...
Not another soul on them? Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need...
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stinkiness. Ugh. Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry.
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Awful.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our trait. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got...
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this. Lady Juna. Let's get those bindings off. Calm down, you amateurs.
Oh, thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's...
Wait, are you
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at sea.
Del!
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much...
Ugh. Better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up permanent.
No, Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be...
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
Count on it.
Cheeky one, aren't you? Just don't get yourself killed, pup. Fine, just get over here. Oh, you're going last. Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni.
Edeni? Was he not the Mastari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he...
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
His own... Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury. Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Draco Dios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then that might be the perfect den.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there, or is all that below you, eh? You ask me,
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Yet
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror.
We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need, no exceptions.
Yeah.
That's it.
Indeed. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first.
Go on. Give them a chance.
Please, help my sister.
Wait.
Please help my sister.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla?
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No.
What? Are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damned place.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life...
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to because you're my bodyguard.
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance. Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest...
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runners...
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Chief!
I'm still. You're in one of my spare...
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But...
Two of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took.
Chief, what happened?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick.
You mean...
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops.
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those hot...
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lance. But there's something I need to ask you first. Assuming we find your sister, are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual?
Please, when we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear, that's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear... Her life is in your hands! Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please.
Leave it to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objection?
Yes.
Right.
Right. We'll save your sister.
So...
What? That is the very...
If they've the strength to overcome the Templars' trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. I trust them.
But... they're not like...
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They're people just like us. If they're...
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid.
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual. Not your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide.
Well, glad we talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell.
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Wait, weren't you staying in Brilhaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you...
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the lance. And ideally...
All done with negotiations, are you?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chain.
No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the lance. I assume that hasn't changed?
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a nearby deserted island. Once there, we search the temple, and while we're in there, we'll also be looking for the village.
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear we were here.
According to Edeni, the lance's actual place in the temple is a close-guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple.
We've got two problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholy. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us.
And be quick about it, yeah? If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't save the priest.
Your pop? You all,
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent it.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right to see a girl her age going willingly to die.
We will see the girl safely home.
'Tis a strange irony. We came only for the lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance.
Hardly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We gotta prep.
But... All right, then. Where to?
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa. Let us have faith in you.
What's up, Emma?
Guess there's nothing.
Isn't this a dilemma?
Leave it out, mate.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Off we go.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's fine.
now?
What have we got here?
Yeah.
I beg you.
What now?
All right.
All right then.
What's it now?
What do you want to do?
Whoa, isn't...
All right then.
Yes?
Really now?
Such a scary shore.
All ready for departure?
So this is the Dragon Temple. It's not too far from Verga Island, but we have to...
Now then.
Here's where we are now.
This place.
Let's see.
You would pursue peril.
So we bring the fight to them.
Let's check.
Now then. Speaking of... All right.
Let's not.
All right, then. Now then.
Courage. Why, that's...
All right.
Navigating the wind carries the unsettling cries of beasts over the water. The gauntlet runner pulls into the shores of the island.
We're here. Maybe the tide was with us this time, but that was a much quicker trip than I thought.
What's up, Del? You see
No! And keep your eyes on them, not me. Don't want them pinching the lance and doing a runner.
You really worry too much, mate. Once you've got doubts in your head, you don't know how to let them go.
That's the Dragon Temple.
Just as I thought. I've seen this exact view in historical art. It's as ancient as ruins come. Perhaps the reason the Sanctus Church doesn't want anyone near the island is that they want whatever's inside to stay buried. I'd avoid it too if I could. The place looks totally overrun with magla. We're definitely gonna find some monsters in there.
This melancholia aura is most ominous. What is this magic? And from whence is it born? We only ever see it when faced with grave burden.
Might not be unrelated. We know magic is possible without an igniter. In other words, magla can be controlled by the mind alone.
You venture that it springs from mortal mind?
Hey! You lot about finished!
He's right. We're off.